So, are you thinking about moving to Africa, establishing your American business, and then merging it to a different economy, to a different market because the West is so expensive? Now, I want you to imagine that you are able to merge your business to a country like Senegal, Seychelles, Mauritius, Kenya, South Africa, Namibia, Zambia, and I want you to envision that they have a self-employed digital nomad visa in place. They want you with your pristine website copy to come in and talk about tech entrepreneurship, talk about finance, talk about your expertise, especially if you are some type of expert or educator. Well, I got good news for you. I'm Tiffany G, and I'm an entrepreneur, co-founder of Journey With Us, founder of a marketing agency of 8 years. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you as a creative entrepreneur can actually merge your business from America, your remote business, by the way. You don't even need to establish some ridiculous brick and mortar with all of this capital that you need to put up, and then you're moving back and forth because you just wasted all of this capital. No, ma'am, sir. There's a smarter way to do business in Africa. So let's get to it. I have my notes here on the iPad, and we are going to go through each of these steps. Number one, this is the first thing that I did in 2016. I formed a sole proprietorship. I knew back in 2014, 2015 that I wanted to move to Africa, but at the same time, I also understood the economies in Africa, and I knew that jobs were not going to be a thing that I could find. And so what I did, I established and formed a sole proprietorship and started my freelance writing business. Now, I've recently restructured it into an LLC to expand in different territories, to do some hiring, to buy some different properties, and to do some different projects. But if you already have your LLC, this is the perfect time to go ahead and merge your company to Africa. And there are going to be tax rebates for you if you choose the right African country, i.e. the right African country is somewhere in Southern Africa, okay? Number two, you want to establish an international client base. Now, I remember back in 2018, I had my first international client, my first two. One was in Canada, one was in the Bahamas. One was a coach and consultant, a management consulting and marketing firm. The other was actually an e-commerce hair store, a brick and mortar hair store down in the Bahamas, but the bulk of their business was done online. This is the power of online business and online marketing when you're coming from America versus if you just start a brick and mortar. It's really word of mouth. It's really slow sales. But when you get into the online space, you get to duplicate your efforts by 5 times, 10 times, eventually 20 and 30 times, okay? Next, I would market that online business as an online asset. That means having your website. First of all, if you don't even have a properly structured website domain that matches your business name, your LLC, everything that you're doing in business, if you don't have that streamlined consistency, you are not going to even be able to get funding in the States. And so how much more is that going to be true when you try to move to Africa and establish your business in Africa and come into these countries? You're quickly going to find that those governments and those agencies that you want to work with are not able to assist you and facilitate the growth of your business and their economy because you don't look like a professional. If you have one name on your website, then you have another name on your Facebook page, then you have another name on your Instagram, they're going to be confused. And if they're confused and you're confused, they're not going to approve you, okay? And so you want to establish a long, strong online business presence, okay? By the way, you can actually check out the link in the description if you want a free 6-day email series on how to attract high caliber clients, even in a recession, even in global turmoil, because we have worked and have networks with contacts in the UK, in Australia, in the Middle East, in Israel, in Ghana, in Gambia, in Dubai, in South Africa, oh gosh, and Mauritius, all over the world, okay? And we do that out of our home base office here in Southern Africa. So it's really simple to do once you know how to strategize for your online marketing and business strategy. Now, next, after you got all that, you have your website, your Instagram, you've gone through the whole process to establish a strong digital marketing presence. Then you're going to go into these countries like Seychelles, Kenya, South Africa, Cabo Verde, Mauritius, and you are going to apply at their development banks because a lot of these countries have self-employed entrepreneur visas specifically for people who run virtual enterprises. Keyword, just put an asterisk right there. Virtual enterprises, okay? Where you can come in, get financing for your business, expand your territory, get free long stay visas in these countries when you are an expert virtual entrepreneur. Those are the key words, okay? Now, that is all I have for this video. Remember, when the cost of living is 60% lower in some of these countries, you are going to be able to win in life by leveraging that cost of living, because it's so much easier, especially being here in Africa for 4 years, running an international marketing agency, opening a group management consulting firm over the past 8 years. It's so much easier to expand your business if you don't have all of those bills piling up year after year, right? So you're going to come into a place that has a 60% lower cost of living. You're going to merge your LLC as an international business. You're going to choose an economy in Southern Africa to establish this said business, to merge and expand this business, because certain areas in East and West Africa and North Africa may not have the same rebates and favor that you'll be able to get if you do it in Southern Africa. And then you are going to be living your best life, having multiple 6 figures in revenue. Your savings is going to be off the charts. You're going to be able to diversify and invest in real estate. Goal, you're going to be traveling. You are going to live a much more stress-free existence. And when you live stress-free, your business is going to flourish 10 times as well. So check out the link in the description. Sign up for the free 6-day email challenge. I also have some blog resources, the Introvert Marketer podcast for you to check out as well if you're confused about everything digital marketing. Talk soon.